And then my pants were somewhere like low calf.
What were you?
I was a mess.
What were you?
Fisherman. And it's panic. It's like caught in a bear trap sound.
I understand we both enjoy moving a lot.
Yes, my poor husband does not enjoy it the same way I do. But yeah,
that's a shame.
I could never even think about like a house that's fully done. Like Billy, who plays Mike on the show, of course, just bought a house, and he's like, and I'm like, what do we need? What do we need? Do we need paint? Do we need to knock down walls? He's like, does it need a thing? I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, I want to buy something that's barely standing.
And so, wow.
I really do. I want to like redo it.
Do you enjoy the construction part of it or the designing inside part?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All of it.
Yeah, it never ends. Mm-hmm. And we're putting up a fence in front, and which I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep the same guys that are always helping me and doing a great job, because
Why is that?
I did a little something that's a bit odd. I was coming down. It has to start with Spanx, so okay. I'll just start at the beginning. I was told to bring in these Spanx. A lot of us wear them occasionally for something. And
I kept told to bring them in to work?
To work. Well, there's a certain kind that I liked.
Okay.
And they kept saying, just tell me this, I need the style number, will you bring them in?
Okay.
And then like 2 weeks go by and I keep forgetting and I feel like a dingbat. So I'm in my room getting ready for work and I see them. And I was like, just put them on. Clearly you can't take them and put them in your purse. So your punishment is just put them on and wear them into work. So I get ready and I always leave for work kind of like a Sherpa. I have like a bag of this, a bag of things I think I'm gonna get done, which don't. I just carry it back and forth from work to home. So I have like three bags. I have a messenger bag across me. And I'm coming downstairs and the guys are out front building the fence and it's kind of sprinkling out, so I was shocked to see them. It was so nice. And I'm coming down the stairs and I was like, which bag is pulling somewhere? Like it's pulling a sweater, and I'm like, I can't even look to see what's pulling me because I've got too many bags. And so I come down the stairs and I see the guys, I'm like, hey, good morning, guys. And they're just like, and I think they're acting weird. And I was like, God, do they think I've made them be here on a rainy day? I'm thinking it's about the rain. And then I'm standing there and I have all these bags, so I'm kind of shifting back and forth and I'm chatting and like the fence is looking great. It's really, and they're only looking like top of hair and up. And it's really odd because they're only doing this, and now I'm looking at my roof because I think like, what's up there? Like, is there like a cat on the roof? And so I'm lingering, I'm now turning around fully. And then all of a sudden I think, I'm standing there and I go to rearrange a bag and I look down. My sweater is now up around here. Nothing but flesh-colored Spanx.
Where are your pants?
I see, I'll get there. Flesh-colored Spanx. I see bare kneecaps. And then my pants were somewhere like low calf. And I'm not kidding, it was horrifying. And these poor guys were like, I've been like shifting back and forth. I'm like, you know what I mean? And I'm turning around like, as if this wasn't enough. I was like, you better check this out. Like I literally was like, I was 360ing myself. But I couldn't feel it because I thought I had, I felt the Spanx, so I didn't know the feeling when I thought, oh, something's pulling on my sweater. As I came down the stairs, now, I realized my pants just dropped off and they saw it coming. So as I was coming at them, they were like, oh God.
How did you, it was like you were in
shackles.
A stretchy
little.
How did you not feel that against your ankle?
Apparently I'm dead from the knee down. I don't know. I didn't feel anything. And then when I finally saw like, I barely wear like a short sleeve, and here I am like pantsless in my front yard in front of these poor guys.
Nude-colored Spanx.
Nude, which is, it's an awfully attractive look. And I couldn't do anything. I just reached down. I was like, just loving the fence, loving the fence. And I just got in my car and like turned beet red. I was like,
oh my God, have you seen him since?
Yes, I saw him today.
And how are they?
I think they're a little weirded out by me.
Yeah.
I really do, like, because I say like, oh, good morning, how's it going? They're like, yeah, good, thank you. Good, they're always like suddenly measuring something. I think they just don't want to see what's coming next.
Oh. That's
It was
hilarious.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
It's a fresh incident. It's
Oh,
terrible.
no. Well,
I apologize.
You're taking it well.
I apologize.
Yeah, I think you're handling it well. I would have just moved that day.
Maybe I should have.
That would have been it. I just would have never come back.
Horrifying.
Now, I heard that, where do they live now?
Plainfield, Illinois.
And they're
still.
visiting you right now?
They just went back. They were visiting a couple weeks ago. They come into town a lot.
Did they stay with you?
Always. Yeah, I would go crazy. Like we try to make them stay as long as they can, and they're really good grandparents, and I have like the best parents in the world, but
Oh, that's
they're
great.
they're doing very grandparenty things where they kind of push it. They kind of push it lovingly. I had my mom and dad took my 2 girls out to breakfast, which they were already like the 5-year-old's fine. The 2-year-old's kind of like taking, I say this lovingly, Georgie, but it's like taking a rabid cougar out. I mean, it's dicey. You can get hurt. And but they took both girls out to breakfast, and they came back and they seemed okay. And I was worried about them. Like, is it going to be okay? You know, is it too much to handle? The 2-year-old's a lot. And my 5-year-old came home. She was like, and I was like, what's that about? What happened? And she's like, nothing. I can't tell you. And my dad, meanwhile, was like, nothing happened. Come on, well, let's go play in the yard. I was like, where's your after breakfast nap? Like, you don't go play in the yard. He's like, cool, don't say anything. And she just kept making this weird sound. I finally was like, Vivi, do you wanna tell me what you had for breakfast? She's like, oh, I can't. And then finally came out and she's like, ice cream sundae. Ice cream sundae. And I looked at my dad and he's like, what? What's the matter with that? He's like, come on. She had part of a pancake. I was like, you gave her an ice cream sundae for breakfast.
Yeah.
And then the next day, of course, she was like, where's my sundae?
Exactly.
Like every like 4 or 5 months, Ben and I are like, this will be great. We'll go out to breakfast. She's older, and then about 3.5 minutes in, we're like, why do we do this?
Yeah.
Just go to the car. This is terrible because she's crawling on something and punching and.
You don't have a car seat for her? She's not strapped in? Okay.
I'm hoping she'll just wear herself out,
Yeah.
rattling around. No, in the car, we need to take I need something that straps in everywhere.
Yeah.
If I could just keep her contained, like with a soft baby straight jacket.
Yeah. That's what I thought you'd say.
But like a knit, so it's not hurting her. I'm not crazy.
No. They should make those. That's a good idea.
I'm gonna start.
A soft baby straitjacket.
Just soft, cozy, like a little snuggly
Right.
thing. That aggressively
Right.
restrains her.
That,
If you met her, you'd be like, yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet her.
I'll bring her over you can keep her a couple weeks.
No, I don't. I don't want to keep her. I just want to see her behind glass or something. Like if she was on display in some kind of natural habitat.
It's kind of a good idea.
Yeah.
Like I should just get a big plexiglass because she's the one. She literally and she has like blonde. I don't know where the blonde comes from. Blonde ringlets, so sweet, and she'll literally be like. And she suckers. It's like she's got good timing because it's like sweet, sweet, pow, right in the eye. And then you can't win because they say, now we don't do that. What if I poked you in the eye? Do it. Do it. And she looks angelic. And you can't win, but there's nothing you can say back to that other than you have to poke her.
Yeah, you do.
Which we don't do.
She has to learn.
But it's like she trumps it. And every time, like big stories, would you like your sister to poke you in the eye? Yes. Like there's no, she wins the argument.
She wins every single time. Can't wait to see how she turns out.
It'll be great.
Yeah, it will be great.
There won't be liquor and cigarettes involved at all.
No. It doesn't look like she's going to go down a rebellious path at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where she gets that.
Well, it's a good thing you're making money. You can save it for therapy later because
Sure.
you'll need that for
We
her.
have a special account for that, for me.
Yeah, and for you. Hey, did you have a good Halloween? It was several days ago. Do you remember it?
I remember it vividly. My girls are still running around. They both wanted to go as Toothless, the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon, which I thought was pretty cool. I thought it would be princesses and stuff. They're like, dragons. I'm like, yes.
How old are they again?
3 and 6. The only problem is in LA, I still make and think their costumes have to be really warm because I'm from Illinois. And so they're just, you know, they were just sweating bullets, and it's like a pleather and wool cape with a hood, and I'm like in a turtleneck, and I'm like putting socks on, and then we get out there, I'm like, God, it's like 84.
Yeah.
It's 84 degrees out, so it was like a
You
full
haven't caught
sweat,
on yet that it's not
Nope,
cold here?
Nope, and I was in a real heavy yellow slicker. So I
What were
was
you?
a mess.
What were you?
Fisherman. Although I said I wonder, I should have held like a Gordon's fish sticks thing.
Because it
Next
just
year.
looked like you were waiting for rain or something. That really a fisherman.
There were slickers involved.
Uh-huh.
There were boots.
Uh-huh.
It was very convincing, and just a real weird gray beard that kept slipping up my short nose because it was very expensive and went around my ears, and occasionally it would just go up, and then I had no.
The very expensive ones go around your ears?
Apparently.
Yeah.
It was upwards of $7 to $8.50.
Ah.
It looked very real.
And you just did your little girl is the one that I want to meet. She's like a handful, right? She's got
Georgie,
a personality.
They both are fantastic and full of personality. Georgie is like Steve McQueen. She's just, everything is like tough, and she takes a stance on something, and her feet can finally reach the big wheel, like barely, like she's toes on. And she's ripping around the driveway way too fast, like it's gonna end poorly. I know it's gonna end poorly. And I'm trying to slow her down, and she won't. She's like, look, look, look. And she will slam the brakes on backwards, spin it the whole time, like clocking my eyes. And then she literally lands and is like, and just gives me like a dead stare, like, yeah, watch that. And then takes off again. I'm like, oh, God.
And she's 3.
She's 3. That's really,
Has she been hurt yet? Because usually little boys are more risk takers.
Yeah, not mine. No, both my girls are pretty tough. No, she can take a bounce off of something where you're like, oh God, that's the one. We're going to the doctor. We're on our way to the emergency room. And she just literally gets up like something from Tron and like keeps going. It's really weird. I've seen her run right into a wall and then bounce back and be like,
maybe she's not human. Maybe she is.
I keep looking for a switch to turn it off, but I haven't found it yet. But it's good. She's tough. I'm like, okay.
Is she good? Is she well behaved? Like, does she sleep at night? Does she listen to you?
You know, she sleeps at night. She's really good. She sleeps at night until she gets up and doesn't sleep. Which usually is. She would always come on my side, and she knocks on my forehead like a front door. Really does. She's like, "What are you doing?" Like, it's 2:15. I'm trying to sleep. Or she'll come in with a book, and it's like 3:20.
She wants you to read?
She's just reading. She's like, "You want to read this book?" I'm like, "Why are you? How?" I just see her like prowling around the house. I worry about where she goes before she comes into her room.
Yeah, she sounds.
There's just like liquor bottles out in the morning. She's had a full party.
She's quite something. And you bring the kids with you, obviously. You don't leave them at home with some food out or anything.
Kibble.
Yeah.
We just throw kibble down. And, No, they came with us. We've been kind of traveling for like 7 months, so it's nice to be back.
And how are they on the road to be
They're
with
pretty good. I mean, if you keep them occupied, they come to set a lot. They get bored immediately.
How old are they again?
8 and 5.
8 and 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 5-year-old is the one that has the personality that is. Explain the 5-year-old to everyone.
The 5-year-old she's mellowing, but Georgie is a force of nature. I mean, she's
She's
one.
trouble. She's trouble.
I was trying not to say
Yeah.
trouble in a great way.
Yep.
She'll
She's good
rule the
trouble.
world or destroy it. There will be no gray areas.
But she has these scenarios. I mean, the last time you were here, she was talking about, like, if someone breaks into the house, here's what we're going to do, right? Like, she has scenarios.
Yeah, I just found a video when she was like, maybe right around 2, talking about, the video just started with her doing this. And I was like, oh, she had all these ringlets. And I was like, oh, what is she doing? And then she's like, oh, hit him. And I'll hit him. And I'll hit him. And I was like the beginning, I was like, oh, look at her. She's so tired. Oh, she's talking about hurting someone. I just found it. I was
And she's mellowing now.
She's mellowing a bit. I mean, she chins Ben, which she runs at him and digs her chin in.
She
It's like a
uses her
wrestling
chin,
move.
yeah,
And it
like,
hurts.
as a weapon.
Wow.
Yeah, and she told me not too long ago, you know, Daddy, someday God is gonna kill me. But guess what? I'm coming back.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
She's just
Beware, she's out there. She's wonderful, but
And
beware.
she's lovely. She's the best.
Let us know. Well, she's 5 now. She's not wandering loose on her own. So
Not yet.
When
Not
she
yet.
does, please let us know. All right. Let's just talk about more good things about you. You're such an inspiration for women in general, but for young girls especially. I don't know if it's rubbing off on your children because it sounds like you.
I don't know. I'm still slightly. They're controlling me. I'm always trying to am I setting an example or am I just trying to stay ahead of them? I'm afraid of that little one.
Yeah.
The youngest one's got me on the ropes. The oldest one's very reflective and.
And who is in the movie as well?
They're both in the movie.
Yes, but
they're both in the movie. Vivi plays me at 7 or 8. Because when we kept saying no to it, and she had such a good, she finally, after 2 months of no, we don't, you don't do that. You're welcome to try at 25. And then she said, am I not allowed to at least try? Which I thought, yeah, exactly, work like a charm. Exactly, that's what I did. And I thought she's made a good point. And I've always said you are allowed to try for anything. Doesn't mean you'll get it, doesn't mean you'll get a yes, but I would never stop her from trying something. And then we made her kind of keep working on it and keep trying it for 3 weeks, and she kept doing it really, really well, and you could tell she was trying, and so we said, okay, we'll do this one time, and then of course the little one was like, if she's doing it, I'm doing it. I mean, literally from the other room, she didn't even bother to come in. We just got a scream from the other room. We're like, yeah, okay, just don't rile her up.
Yeah,
don't rile her up.
You don't want to rile her up.
No. She said something. Oh my God, she said something
I want to hear
week.
the recent thing.
And I don't, we were talking about, do you want a muffin or do you want cereal for breakfast? We were not on any kind of topic that she brought up. And I'm trying to get an answer out of her as I'm, getting breakfast together. And she goes, I don't want to take karate classes. Which we're already what? And she goes, I just want a guy I can kick and punch. And Ben and I both were and we just look at each other and I'm like, we do have to actually figure out what that's about because we can't, because there was a moment where do we just, is that one of them we just let slide? Because I don't want to know the root of that. And then we said, what did you say? And she goes, I don't want to take karate class, I just want a guy I can kick and punch. And I was like, okay, we got to go to the dining room table. Now we have to sit. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We were not talking about karate or kicking and punching another human being. And she looked a little squirrely, she may have been I may have tipped it. I may have gone over. There was a little, I felt like she was realizing, Ben and I were both and finally we got it out of her that she wanted one of those sparring dummies that you hit and punch with, but I'm not sure if she really meant that. I think she may have been I gotta cover this up. So I'll say I want a mannequin, but I meant what I said. She was like a vigilante in her first life, for sure.
Because she'll just say, if someone comes in.
It's always some kind of survival tactic. If we were under siege. I'm like, what? No, why? What? Stop talking. Where is this coming from?
And she's 5 or
She's 6, and it's always if my battalion gets in trouble, what? What are you talking about? It's always it's very militant.
Oh, she's hilarious.
And you'd never know it was coming from her. She's a little tiny blonde that just looks it's great.
I know, they're little angels. I saw them when you got your star. They're adorable. Do you like big crowds? Do you like parties? Or the reason I ask is I think most people who are in this business are shy most of the time unless we're in an environment that we
or if you're in disguise.
Oh.
I went and shot something. I was 8 months pregnant. I had a wig on. It was very straight. I was very eccentric looking. And we went to a club, so nobody knew it was me. And I danced as hard as I could dance because I was nobody knows it's me. Nobody knows who, if I was human. But I got in the middle of a huge dance floor and danced hard.
At a club?
8 months pregnant.
Which child was that?
It was Viv.
That's why.
It's Vivian.
That's the reason.
So
for Viv.
Sorry about that, Viv.
Yeah. Is she the one that has all the weird scenarios in her head?
No, the one that's always when they come for us.
Yeah.
No, Viv is now. That's the little one who now just keeps wearing a full. She tries to go right down the stairs and out the door, and I'm wait, what? Full face of makeup, shirt in a ponytail holder, and a heeled boot, and she's like, what?
what? I'm like, go back upstairs and stop going into my makeup and like untie your shirt and go put on a skirt over your leggings. And she's like, I don't even have anything on. And it's like kabuki red lips. It's like Instagram cheekbones. And I'm like, go upstairs, you're 7.
7?
Yes, but it's like, I know. I don't mind if she wants to paint like crazy stripes or like do something non-makeup-y. I
Right.
would be like, yeah, sure, go ahead. But if it gets makeup-y, I'm like, no.
Yeah. She's no. The stories I've heard about her, about like the plan for
Armageddon?
Yeah.
She plans for Armageddon, and Vivi just keeps like drawing blueprints. And like Ben walked in, and Viv and I were like trying out a new like bedspread I got, and Viv's like, I just think it might compete with the headboard. And I literally like I got weird. I got goosebumps.
That's really sweet.
And I was like, Ben just turned around and he goes, oh my God, I can't have 2 of you. And I literally, I rushed and I was like, this must be what like a Texas dad feels like when like his boy plays quarterback.
Yeah.
I literally was like, it does compete. You can't put indigo and paint splatter together. You can't.
You're right.
Ben was like, ah!
That's so
Ben
great.
just ran out to the backyard like, I have no chance.
Yeah, you and I have that same thing in
know.
common, that we love
So
interior
she wants
design.
to do blueprints and just sit around and, well, your stuff is so crazy
Well,
beautiful.
no, she's going to be an architect. That'll be amazing.
I would love it.
And can we just, before we go to break, because we have lots of time with you, so we'll talk about the movie, but there are new additions to your family, and I want to hear their names.
There are.
And where you...
We got 2 golden retriever horses.
Uh-huh.
They're 3 to 4 times the size now, and they're pretty. They're not very bright.
No.
They're really not. I love them dearly, but it's like living with models. They're super pretty. But they're not that smart, and you know what? They don't have to be, because everybody just gives them things because they're pretty.
Yeah.
So it's like, they'll never come out of that cycle. They literally will go up into the yard and like catch a breeze, and I will look out and I'm like, my God, it's like they found a wind machine. And like their hair is blowing, I'm like, they know where to find like their light and the wind. I'm like, but then they'll like run into walls, and I'm like, oh, but they're cute.
Yeah. And have you made the mistake of throwing a ball yet? Because you should never start that with those dogs.
They also, yeah, and they make noises when they get something in their mouth. They don't do it when they don't have something, but the second you give them a toy, they're like, and it's panic. It's like caught in a bear trap sound.
It's hilarious.
And it's like an on and off switch. I mean, I have done it where I'm like, it's the most frantic.
What are their names?
Sorry about the sound person must love that. Homer and Harper, and they don't know.
They don't know their name.
They don't know. They have no idea. We call them like Bubbles and like Habisham, and they just are like. I've never met dogs that like do not know their names at all. It's kind of fascinating.
That's hilarious. All right, no one's going to be getting a golden retriever after this.
No, but they're sweet.
All right,
so
but they're
sweet.
pretty, yes. Hey, J-Lo was here. Jennifer Lopez, as we know, J-Lo, was here, and we were talking about the birthday party, and she was saying that you were the most aggressive dancer she's ever seen in her life.
First of all,
You warned me.
Jennifer, Ms. Lopez, I would like to say sorry. But I'm sorry, there is something about when you're in the same room as her that you're just like, this is my one shot. And it's like, I go back to, oh God.
See?
Like, she looks amazing and poised, and then it's like, what's that little leprechaun doing over there?
No, she actually was horrified by that photo of her, but she was actually looking at you like, and here's what I'm gonna do, because y'all were having a dance-off, but you, and then she said you took her around the entire floor, knocking people out of the way.
I bet at the time I thought, oh, I'll pretend to be her security guard. That'll be enjoyable for her.
Right.
And I'm sure I was just, like, God knows who I shoved, yelling just like, J-Lo's coming through.
Right.
Because I thought, my God, I'm gonna get her to the dance floor. And then like my brain explodes. I'm like, she was a fly girl. She can still that, like, my God. Like, I just go crazy.
But you're an amazing dancer. You really are. You're an incredible
I
dancer.
think shocking dancer might be, because somehow when I hit a dance floor and there may be 3 drinks in me, I'm like, I should do this professionally.
Yeah.
And then I see a picture, and I'm like, or or do I just do this the whole
yeah.
night? Which is not really what professional
I think
dancers
we
do.
both were doing that, and we both thought we were doing well.
We were both like, hey, let's lift one leg. But bend it. Make sure you bend it.
And if we do it together, it looks like it's synchronized. No, but it was
so fun.
You were so fun. You did warn me that you would be aggressive and you would be out there, and you were, and you came through.
I came through, and,
Yep.
I'm sorry to so many people for that.
No. It was wonderful. But people are talking about that more than anything. It's you and J-Lo
Oh,
dancing.
God.
It was
Oy,
great.
oy, oy.
Let's continue to embarrass you. So there's a picture you posted yourself of a headshot, and I want to ask about the hat. What was the reason for this?
Yeah, looking at it now, it seems almost silly. It was my first commercial agent ever, and he said, I want you to get character headshots, and I was like, I think those make me uncomfortable. Is that when you have to get into like a costume? I was like, I don't know if and I got the like, well, my working clients work. If you want to work, now that you've moved to LA, you go the extra mile. And I was like, I'll go the extra mile. I'll go the extra mile and get a Barbie Western hat. And I made the earrings, they're little cowboy boots from the Barbie set. Because I went the extra mile. Yeah, that's right. And then I didn't really know what character shots meant. So instead of doing something like you could hire like a cop, a waitress, something I was in my head, that was Diane that worked at a local grocery store and handed out cheese samples. And that's what, like, when he's like, what is this supposed to be? I was like, well, that's Diane. She hands out, she's recently divorced, and he was just like, it was.
Oh my God,
So I picked a character, I made a
picked a
character out of my
character.
head. I didn't know it meant like something that someone may want to hire. And then I did not work for about 15 years.
What would she sound like if Diane?
Oh my God.
How
Well,
would-
First of all, she'd talk about cheddar and Jack. And blues, and then she might get upset talking about her divorce. And then it's just her pounding cheese. My whole thought was that, like, it's like 1 for you, 6 for me. Cry about the divorce, get it back, remember the hat, and just pass that cheese. Oh my God. That's a much higher quality.
Yeah, that's a nice
higher
one.
quality one.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to talk about this hilarious movie that you got going on. We'll be back.
All right, I'm in.
All right.
She was like, you are twice, if not more, their age. And I was like, no. And I realized I'd been like thrown around our age, and they were just all like,
You just signed a $150 million deal with E. How much petty cash am I allowed to take from the family bank?
I told you we should have done Dynasty.
Welcome to the 80s! Hey, Theta Gammas!
Hi there. Oh, well, I'm not officially a member. I'm a little too young to join the sorority. I know this one.
Oh, no, Mom.
I know this one.
No. Uh-oh. Get it.
Your mom can dance?
I guess so.
That was Melissa McCarthy. Oh. That was from her new movie, Life of the Party, and now we're going to meet her four of her co-stars. Please welcome Molly Gordon, Jesse Ennis, Adriana Arano? Yes, and Debbie Ryan. guys, so that dance sequence that you see a little bit of right there,
That guy.
Twitch choreographed it.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're, how old are they now? I ask you that every
11.
time.
And Georgie's turning 9 this week.
Georgie is the...
She's going to turn 9. She's the little one that's just always ready for war.
Yeah.
War or anything. And now they're both really into basketball. Like basketball has which I love because I always played sports, has taken over the house, which I just didn't see that one coming. I don't know why.
Are they good?
They are. They really like it, and they've both clicked in. And when Georgie started, they were like, they explained guarding, and she was like, got it, guard. And so we were always like, hands up, Falcone, like that's what we'd call her. She guarded their team, her own team. So it was like her own girls trying to like come down the lane. She's like, no, no, no. And she's like in her face, and I was like, Georgie, it's your own team. So she stopped that, and now she's point guard, and she made her first basket 2 weeks ago, and you saw it click in where all of a sudden she's like, I can go around him, because she's tiny, and she's like, and fast. And you saw it click, and she tried it once, and then I literally saw her like, And then the next time she just hauled it down the court, ran around this girl, went around somebody else, got the ball back, and scored. We all went crazy. My dad burst out crying. I burst out crying. And there was a woman behind us, and she's like, I don't even know why I'm crying. I don't know why I'm crying. And we were all like, something's happened. I scream and I yell like I've lost my mind. Like I've become exactly the person I always feared I would meet.
Yeah.
Just a constant litany of like, get it from her, take it from her, take it, but Georgia, you take it from her. Get it, she doesn't deserve, like once I was like, she doesn't deserve it. I was like, oh my God. And I'm yelling at like another 8th grade, like an 8-year-old. And then it's like I finally stop and I'm shaking and I'm like, I gotta walk it off. Like I get so excited because I love the thought of watching girls, especially at that age, become not more aggressive. I don't mean that in a negative way, but like seeing them be like, I can take that ball from them, because they start out so polite where it's like, well, if you have the ball, I don't want to bother you for it. And then when they start grabbing it, it's like every aggressive thing that is like 96% of my being is just like, you take it from her. Like, and there was a guy next to me that's like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. And I was like, yeah. And then we were crying and cheering, and they'd lost like 36-4. And our entire team walked out like, that's how you do! That's how you do! Like crazy. And they're like, you lost. And we're like, oh, I don't know. I'm becoming a monster.
That's hilarious. That should be your next role. That's a fantastic idea. Your children are always I'm interested in everything that they do. The 10-year-old now
just turned 10.
So explain what you got her for a birthday present.
Well, as your typical 10-year-old, I got her a Hong Kong harness, which is, I like everything. You're like, what? It's what you use, it's a stunt harness, which is what like you wear if you're being like jerked up, or if you're in a fight scene, or if you're, say there's an explosion in a movie, it like pulls you back, and there's 9 like huge guys literally being like, hurrah! And that's all she really wanted, which was kind of like, I love stunts so much, so I got her a baby stunt vest. Boy, that woman does not like that I got her a stunt vest. There's just one girl out there like, no thanks. So her birthday party getting really judged that way.
Yeah.
So at her birthday party, we're going to like a parkour gym that my stunt woman Lucy Romberg runs, and I'm having riggers come because every time she comes, she's on set all the time with me, and she's always like, "Can you hold me and take me up?" Which I don't. I'm not that bad of a mom. And she always just wants to do stunts and flip around and do what I'm doing. So we're gonna have guys just like safely and lovingly jerk her up to the ceiling.
Oh.
Yeah. And she literally was like, yes!
Because she wants to be a stunt person.
She's like, now I've got 3 jobs. Because Georgie, she's like, now I'm a chiropractor, an actor, and a stunt woman. She's really clinging to all 3, so I'm like, great, do it.
But is she playing also violin, or that's somebody else?
No, that's her too.
That's her. She's also playing violin. Is it good? Because when you're learning.
Yes. Sometimes I just check, I'm like, are you on the string or are you on the wood?
Because she's just learning, but just the fact that she practices it. But there are times where just the dogs are like, oh. It's not an easy instrument to learn.
No, it's that wouldn't be fun to hear all the time.
No. I'm like, do you want to practice every day? She's like, I think I've got it with like once a week. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
And you're like, good. Good.
Maybe I shouldn't push for more.
Your parents are hi parents.
Oh,
Your
yeah,
parents are in the
my
audience today. Hi,
Hi,
thanks for
Mike
being
and
here.
Sandy.
Now,
My mom's like, you lied.
because I just want to talk to y'all because I just learned this. I did not know growing up that you rescued cats. I love all animals, but I love cats. And I heard that at one point there were something like 30 cats living at your house.
Probably more than 30. Like, I remember getting up to like 33, 34.
Not the house, in the barn.
Yeah. Okay, they weren't in.
Thank you.
They were outside.
That only makes us like half as crazy. But thank you for clarifying.
But people would just dump them off and you would rescue the cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and we did this, my mom would often go on the back porch, and this was the call, and we all did it, which only now seems weird. Like, growing up, I was like, it's how you call 30 cats. But you'd go out with this huge, we'd have 2 big pitchers of, like, all this food, and we did, like, dry milk and water and bread, all this crazy stuff. And you'd literally stand outside and go, and you'd do that like 4 times. And that's like, when's the last time you've heard that? Yeah. And they'd all come, and my mom was like, because they don't know each other, or they're feral, or they're scared. So my mom always took a really long time. She'd go around, and what you're doing, while they were eating was our time to like, pet them and get them familiar. So my mom would pet them and talk to each one of them and give them all names and go around the whole circle. And she did that one night and stood up, and she'd been blocking her light, like with her own head. And when she stood up, she was like, that one's a skunk. And she had just been like, it's a good girl, you're a good girl.
That's true. That's fantastic.
That's why you're so sweet. You pet skunks.
Oh my God, that is fantastic. We're back with the lovely Melissa McCarthy. And so after being in Australia for a year, which you didn't plan on being there a year, but obviously someone was taking care of your dogs, but what happened when you came? I mean, they must have gone crazy without you.
It was so weird because we tried every way to work it to take our dogs with us. I mean, they're like, yeah, they were not happy for a while. But you can't, and I get it, it's an island. They're like, we just can't have the threat. Unless you're moving there, you don't want to bring your animals there. So my cousin Jenna stayed with them, and I came home after a year, and I was almost nervous because it had been so long. And Harper, who's the bigger one, well, he's pretty. I can give him that, but he just kept going. He sounds like a dinosaur. It's very jarring. We know that he's happy, but like if other people hear it, they're like, holy crap. Like look at him. He's like, I'm just handsome. But he keeps making these crazy noises, and then Betty, who's little and like can't be bothered, was like, oh, yeah, you're back. And she immediately went upstairs into my closet and peed on the rug. And literally, I think she was like, yeah, how's Australia? How's Australia? And then she just walked out, and I was like, you earned that one. But it was a real, like, hang on, but come with me so you can watch. Like, it was a real, like, just a little doggy paw came out and was like,
but come on.
Yeah,
that's so sweet.
He's part
And I was asking you during the commercial break, your tattoos are for a movie you're doing. They're henna?
Ben wrote this show for Netflix called God's Favorite Idiot, and but look at how neat they are. I'm like, it's so much cooler than I'll ever be. Like when I'm like getting a coffee, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll use my tattooed fingers to get a card out. But they're gonna wear off in like 6 days, and then I'm gonna be bummed. But it's these little stickers you put on, and it's like, come on, it's an ice cream cone and a dinosaur, guys.
Look at that. Oh, you have one on your neck, too.
Yeah.
And how do your girls like that? Do your daughters like that you have tattoos?
They love it. I've always let them, since they were really tiny, I always just let them draw, like, they can use Sharpies and just draw. Like, I used to do art all up and down their arms when they were like 18 months, which I found funny. But they would literally look, it'd be like, ride or die, or like just crazy stuff. So I'm always like, you can do whatever you want. So I've given them like henna pens so they can do whatever. Vivi's really artistic and Georgie's really into anime, so I'm like, maybe not on your face, because it takes a week or so, but I'm like, then again, it's been a rough couple of years. Draw on your face.
Whatever you want to do. How are they doing? Because Georgie is the one that used to have the theories about someone breaking into the house, right?
Yeah, it's less about that. She's not so robber obsessed now, but she's super into anime, and she's always like, so if I had the power to kill someone, I would do it through my cloak. And I'm like, all right, okay, that's. And she's taking Japanese lessons. She's like so into anime. She'll go upstairs, and we're about to go to school, and she just comes down, and there's like a full band of yellow, and she's like, I'm ready for school, and there's like elf ears. I'm like, yeah, all right, you can. I think they're always waiting for me to be like, wait a minute. And instead, I'm just like, yeah, you want a neck tat? I think I just am always like, do a little more.
And is Ben the same with you as you with them?
Yeah, he's just always like, oh, that's great. Like sometimes, like Georgie they stayed in Australia a few more weeks, and then she called me and we were FaceTiming. She's like, my hair's blue. And I was like, oh, cool. She was like, oh. I think she thought she wanted me to be like, this is outrageous. I'm like, great, we can shave half of it off. That's my theory. If I just keep being like, do more, they'll get so bored with it that they'll...
Yeah, probably so.
Now I'm announcing my reverse psychology, so I just screwed myself.
You just did. And you and Ben, but y'all are so good together because you're both pretty much exactly the same, right?
Do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We're certainly similarly, oh, well.
That's just a Tuesday, or what's happening?
That's like Saturday at like 11:45 in the afternoon. We were getting ready for like a group Zoom, and we just thought, we've got wigs.
That's hilarious.
And the girls, like, it's different costumes all the time, and like we walk past the girls, and sometimes it's like really bad old age makeup or like some weird costume, and they're just like, hey. And I'm like, nothing? I'm in like a full old, I've done like high school theater makeup, I'm wearing a gray wig, I have a cane, and Georgie at one point just said, at this point, I don't know what you want me to say. And I was like, fair enough. And then Ben walks in, at one point we both dressed as Miss Daisy from Driving Miss Daisy, and the girls were literally just like it didn't even register to them. I'm like, is this damaging? I didn't know what to do.
That's hilarious.
I was like, you should at least notice it, even if you don't like it.
Right.
It's like,
what lucky girls. I mean, to grow up like
let's
that.
hope.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's hilarious.